Welcome to our pre-Passover Pesach Insight. We know that we celebrate the evening of the Seder. There is a focal point, and that focal point are our children. Everything we do, and many of the passages in the Haggadah, are to make the children inquisitive, have them ask questions, get them involved, so they can learn hands-on about the story of our enslavement and our freedom. In fact, the Torah tells us that the reason why we celebrate is really there will come a time when your children will be asking, why do we do this and why do we do that? And we want to create for them a platform where we can provide for them the answers. Now, what's interesting is that even if you're sitting alone, having your own Seder, the rabbis tell us that you should still ask the 4 questions to yourself. The Seder, we must not forget, is not only meant for the children, it's meant for everyone, even the adults. You see, when you speak to children and you speak to adults, you're really speaking to 2 different intellectual levels. And therefore, the story and the lessons might be a little different. So what are we trying to impress upon the children? And what are we trying to impress upon the adults? The children, we want to impress upon them the miracles, the awesomeness of God, the birth of our tiny little nation that escaped the hands of Pharaoh, which was unheard of. No one escaped Egypt. To go where? To go to Sinai, to embrace God, His commandments, and His will. And for that and forever, we have become a nation with purpose. We were meant to be a light upon the nations, to help the world reach its perfection. And for adults, we send another message. Not only are we celebrating our national freedom, but we also are meant to celebrate a personal freedom. For us, we're meant to dig a little deeper into the story. The word Mitzrayim, the word Egypt, means Meitzar Ugvul, limitations. What have we found that has somehow trapped us, imprisoned us this year, that somehow we have not been able to break away from? That's our story of freedom. It's a more adult story, but that's what it's meant to be. Not only something to remember the birth of a nation, but we're hoping that this Pesach will commemorate the birth of ourselves, a birth of a new me and a birth of a new you, so that we can rid ourselves of the chains of bondage that have held us back, becoming the best that we can be. Have an amazing Pesach and success in your own personal exodus that will lead to the exodus of the entire Jewish nation and the world at large with the coming of Mashiach. May it happen soon and immediately.